to the Outsiders. I'm Malik Steele.
I'm Jaden Jiggins.
And I'm Nasir Meikle. We are all Oswego students. We've been here for a while. We've been here for a hot minute. Some of us fresher than others. But what's our experiences like? I know it's a little bit different because you've been here longer than us.
Literally.
Why y'all look at me like that?
You're the old head in this situation. My bad.
Let me clarify. I am not the old head, but yes, I am the person that's been here the longest. I have been here since my freshman year. I am now currently a senior in SUNY Oswego. I am a broadcast and press communications major. Why are you clapping?
Because you survived 4 years, bro.
4 years.
You survived 4 years, bro. That's why.
Yo, man, yes, you're right. I did survive 4 years, and for that, my experience, I have learned a lot. I learned a lot of things along the way. A lot of things harder to learn than others. I think one of those things that I can say I really learned that you cannot be gullible, cannot be naive in this world. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I learned that it's definitely with being in SUNY Oswego. It's a dog-eat-dog world.
I could agree, but I could also think that from me and my experience as a transfer student, I think that definitely the one thing about senior circle, my experience was balancing your eagerness at times. I think that certain times being too eager can be a detriment instead of a benefit. Here, I do agree it's a dog-eat-dog world, but also I think that eagerness and just interest sometimes doesn't always get you into the best possible situations. What about you, Nasir? What's your experience, sir?
I think my experience is quite odd, quite weird, I'd say.
Like you?
Huh?
Like you?
Yo. Wait, you throwing shots? The show didn't even start.
I'm just
Watch
saying.
yourself.
That's what we got to.
I'm just saying, you know.
No, it's okay.
Speak the facts into existence. Speak the facts into existence.
Just watch yourself. That's all I'm saying. Nah, but my experience, to be honest, was it was fun. It was an odd experience coming from a 2-year community college. I'm not gonna lie, I was not prepared to jump into this 4-year aspect and this 4-year realm, like the fraternities, the sororities, the people, the different organizations. It was a little overwhelming, I could say, but it did teach me a lot in the whole dog-eat-dog world. That's just there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things on this campus. There were a lot of things I wasn't open to, and there was a lot of things that I needed to see, and there was a lot of things that I was just not hey.
I'm gonna tell you an experience that y'all unfortunately did not have that I had. So the experience that I had was being here during a freshman year. I feel like serving a freshman year term here, you learn a lot, not only about yourself, but about people in general, where it's just it's like a trial year. It's literally like a trial year. It's a year where it's whatever happens that year is it's either going to, make you better for the rest of college, or it's going to break you. And I feel like for y'all, in y'all case, as y'all are transfer students, y'all had that make or break year, but somewhere else.
True. My make or break year was in the city, to be specific, but mine's better than yours. It's just saying,
Yeah, you was in the city. Yeah.
Wasn't out here.
Just stop before we argue. Just move on to the next thing. Okay. That's all I say.
All right. So, what are your post-grad plans? It's coming close to the stage ceremony.
Let me take this one first.
I
don't know. I don't know. Honestly, though, I think post-grad is going to be a lot of just continuing to learn, just continuing to build upon what I've been doing here and all the skills and talents I've been doing on my own. A lot. It's being here has pushed me to do a lot of creative thinking, a lot of creative projects, just personally. Not even putting it anywhere, in which I should. I don't know. I'm not. And so I think with what I've taken away in being so creative is that I'm going to go into post-grad, hopefully looking into something that I was never thinking about doing before. And on top of that, just continuing to go into news, continuing to dive into TV, continuing to dive into just growth of broadcasting. Because I think I want to see everybody I'm in here with,
Agreed.
I want to be like, oh, I know the manager so and so went to school with so and so.
Yeah,
you
true,
know what I'm saying?
true,
I know
true,
that
true,
producer
true.
because like we were here. You know.
What about you, Jaden? What's your post grad?
So my post grad plans is really like I just like Nasir, it's a I don't know, but it's more of like I don't know because there are options out there for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because this January I am going to Hollywood, California for Hollywood POV. So I will be networking out there, looking for opportunities out there. I will also be coming back in the spring semester looking for both opportunities around Central New York area and even in the city. Me personally, I'm not really a fan of living in Central New York. You know, I am a city person, but at the same time, do I really want to go back to the city after all these years of living in the city?
No.
So I'm kind of like a free bird right now, just flying its wings, seeing what's there.
To bring the conversation back to me, I sort of have a plan, because I am a little bit older than you gentlemen. You know,
Okay.
you know, but for me, it's definitely going back into photography. I think one of the biggest things I regret coming up here is that I haven't really had the chance to really express that side of my creativity. I've done a lot of film and I've done a lot of news, but not really expressing the creativity like that. Another thing for me is I'm putting myself on a deadline of 1 year of living back home. After that, I'm gone.
How can you put yourself in that deadline when I feel like with the way this world's going, like everything's changing?
I put myself in the deadline not in the sense of knowing where I'm going, but in the sense of I have to have some type of plan.
Okay.
I have to, because for me, I love my family, but being at home ain't an option. You know, and it's like, if I want to continue on growing independently and having my own life, I need to be able to say, all right, it's time to go. Am I saying I'm not coming back home? No. The city is always going to be home. But having that post-grad plan of 1 year, it's time to go. All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to take a break real quick. When we come back, we're going to talk about a few things. Hopefully you'll find interesting. Stay tuned.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West First Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back to The Outsiders. Here's our next topic of conversation that I think y'all find interesting. What are your favorite hobbies?
Okay, so I'm gonna start this one. So a hobby that not many people know about with me is that growing up as a kid, I grew up as a big geek. Okay, I love my Marvel, I love my DC, I loved my Pokemon. I loved action figures, Power Rangers, Transformers, you name it. Okay. And you see, look at your face.
So let's not get into this now, all right? Let's not get into this now, all right?
Nah, we might have to get into Power.
Oh, God, here we go.
So one of the hobbies that I do have currently at my house back in Brooklyn is that I do collect action figures and figurines. Okay.
Are they pristine condition?
Huh?
Pristine condition?
Yes, I have some. I have some set up in pristine condition, and when I graduate,
You know what?
When I graduate, I do plan on collecting more. So that's one of my hobbies.
If y'all need to sell your action figures, go to him.
Yeah, come to me.
What about you?
For me, I think one of my favorite hobbies outside of film and photography, obviously, is I'm a very big reader. I read a lot. I think...
I don't know what them glasses are for.
At least my education IQ is higher than yours, but okay. Right. But back to the conversation, I like read.
That's why tired.
I like reading, you know. I feel like being able to read, have a good book is always nice. It keeps me calm, cool, and collected when I deal with idiots like him 95% of the time. But it's just, this is just what I do, you know, read. What about you, Nasir? What's your hobbies? Is you over here cracking jokes?
I just took a shot at a left field.
Yeah, left field weird.
No.
Yeah.
A left field, a field you don't play in. No, hobbies for me, I'm what people don't know is that I low-key like cars, but like I'm a big European racer
Really?
fan. Yeah. So one of my hobbies is I enjoy sitting and watching like the GT races, like the Benzes and the Beamers flying around the track, and then like low-key I have like a sim racing rig at home. So like that's one of my like biggest silent hobbies.
Why am I
where
not
I'll
surprised?
sit. What do you mean? Why are you not like,
am I not
bro? I'm a
surprised?
driver in the car and outside the car.
Right.
But I really do like movies and I really love music. But on top of music is movies more. I can't stay away from movies. I have a whole list. I have a list on my phone from last year, filling out the whole year to like now. But like.
Yet his major is not cinema and screen studies, ladies and gentlemen. It's not cinema and screen studies.
It is broadcasting.
Yeah.
Because if I do broadcasting, right, I learn the TV aspect, and it's not that hard from jumping from TV to movie. You know what I'm saying? If I go from
TV to film.
TV to film, my bad. TV to film, you know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you for the nice pronunciation.
Thank you,
I was
thank
wanting
you.
to catch himself, you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Apparently not,
but
but it's cool.
there's formats in TV, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you go to film and you already know formatting of TV, like it's easy to just jump into the next thing, I think.
They both have two different type of formats, but it's like there's also similarities, but there are like particularly different.
Speaking about movies, right? Tough question. Marvel or DC?
Oh.
Yeah, in the case of movies.
In the case of movies,
Marvel has better movies than DC.
Agreed. Okay. What about you? What do you say? Nasir?
I'd have to say Marvel.
All right. But in case of overall, Marvel or DC, who's winning this battle? Who's winning this battle?
Now
Who's winning this battle?
Now that's where it becomes tricky because Marvel, yes, with movies, but DC animated shows, they got it.
Agreed.
And I feel it with comics, it's kind of a flip-floppy situation where some months Marvel is on top with their comics, they're on top with their game, and then there's some months where DC Justice League. Yo, they hot right now.
Let me ask a better question though.
I feel like sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I feel like a hero that has been very hot in recent years, and it's a DC hero, Flash.
Overrated. Overrated.
You call Flash overrated?
Overrated. I feel like with Flash, in particular.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Overrated. But
You gotta explain that now.
I think for Flash in particular, besides his super speed, what does he really bring to the table?
What does he bring to the table?
Honestly, what does he bring to the table? Like,
Other than his super speed.
other than his super speed, what does he bring to the
You
table?
look into that camera and you defend Flash.
Like, tell me what Barry Allen brings to the table.
You said Barry Allen too?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So other than his super speed, what Barry Allen can do is with him moving so fast is that he could literally stop time
I
itself.
said without his super speed. Hear my words.
Without his super speed?
Without his super speed, what can he
You
do?
do realize he is.
What
He's
can
a
he
very
do?
good. He's a very
What
okay.
can he
All right,
do?
so no. Without his super speed, he's a very good detective. He like literally. You do realize
He got no Bruce Wayne though.
he's
Okay.
on par
Okay.
with
So
Bruce
so
Wayne.
I'm gonna have to step in. I'm going to have to step in because we're going to have to cut to break. We can argue about this later.
Come
But
on.
to keep y'all from ripping your heads off each other, we're gonna move on to something different.
All right.
Who is better at sticking with the comics when it comes to creating movies? Because we just had Deadpool and Wolverine come out, and DC is coming up with a whole new
Lineup.
world, a whole new.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
James Gunn universe.
Who's better at sticking with the comic books?
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so
That's a tough one.
no, it's not really that tough. Marvel at first, you can see Marvel's cinematic universe, MCU. They did not start like they was comic accurate a little bit, but
They
it
were
wasn't-
comic accurate.
But they weren't like they
Not at all.
weren't so much. But as like Phase 4 started to come into play, they have started to become more comic accurate. Not only with their movies, but with their shows mainly.
Okay.
As for DC, yes. I mean, not like DC has also tried to become a little bit more comic accurate as well. Here's the problem though. James Gunn DC Universe doesn't really start until next year, 2025, with Superman.
True, but then I also feel like an overall perspective, Marvel has not stuck to comics whatsoever, movie-wise at least. Animated shows I will give you. Shows
Nah,
in no
I'm
show,
not
show,
talking- yeah,
show,
I'm
shows
talking
in
about-
general. Shows in general I will give you. When it comes to shows, Marvel has done a perceptional job of it. When it comes to movies, no. And when it comes to comic related though, DC tops them, hands down in my opinion, both in shows and in movies. DC tops them. They always, even though the movies in my opinion suck 95% of the time,
Dang.
right? Except for The Dark Knight, right?
I'm Batman.
They always stick to the actual origin
Wanna know how I
story.
got these scars.
Like, they always stick to the actual origin story of their characters. That's the one thing I can give them. Now, is the actual movie itself great? Prime example, Green Lantern sucks. Right?
He's been sending shots out.
I'm not gonna lie. You say
Nah,
Green
Green
Lantern sucks.
The Green Lantern movie, you telling me that wasn't trash? Are you gonna sit here and tell me the way they portrayed Hal Jordan in that Green Lantern movie was accurate and the best that they can do?
It wasn't accurate, and it wasn't the best that they could do.
Thank
but,
you, came out his own mouth. See?
But it wasn't a bad. That's like the stigma where people say Spider-Man 3 was a bad movie, where it's like, okay, it was not as bad as like it's not that bad.
Compared, okay. Here's my thing with Green Lantern. As a cinema and screen study student, I'm putting my title on the line here, right? The CGI sucked. Okay, the CGI. All right, CGI sucked. You can't tell me otherwise, right? They didn't put as much depth into Hal Jordan's origin story as they could have, right? And then it missed the part of Sinestro. Sinestro is a big part of Hal Jordan's origin
He is a
story.
big part,
You
I
can't do a Green Lantern movie, especially
Sinestro.
without Sinestro. That's where they went wrong at.
Sinestro's the
And
one
it
that
felt-
trained.
and it-
Sinestro's the one that trained him up and betrayed him. At
Right,
the
and
end.
it felt rushed, in my opinion.
Really rushed.
If you're going to do, because when they take time for the main three, the Wonder Woman movie, the first one, was great. Let's not even talk about Batman. And then the Superman, a lot of their Superman movies, depending on who makes it, ends up being really, really good. But those are the main three of the Justice League. You can't, when it comes to the rest of them, I feel like they dropped the bar just a little bit. And what the hell is movie Flash?
Okay, wait, hold on.
I'm gonna have to.
You
step
said the
in.
big three is Batman, Superman, and who?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to come to a hero's defense for a second.
Make
right?
this the final topic, final agreement.
Okay.
Final, because we gotta go to break, my man.
Aquaman been holding his weight down for DC.
I
Right.
can't knock.
Aquaman been holding his weight down for DC.
I can't knock you that.
On that note, as we're gonna head into break. But when we come back from break, we're gonna talk about our Spotify playlist. We're gonna talk about underrated movies. We're gonna talk about a bunch of things.
Aquaman been holding that weight down.
Just go to break. Goodbye.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Yeah, okay, welcome back. Before we went to break, we teased you all about the revealing our Spotify rap playlist. So let's get into it. We're gonna throw that up on our little monitor over here. I don't know
Let's
who's
see
first,
who's
but we're
first.
gonna see who's first.
Come on.
Someone who don't the Outsiders. I don't know what I'm saying. The Breakfast Club is a movie I like. I want some breakfast on my plate. Eggs, bacon, grits, sausage. You know what I want.
Since we waiting on our Spotify playlist just a little. All right, since we waiting on our Spotify playlist, let's go. Let's take it to another. Right?
This is mine. As you can see here, we have Sleepy Hollow at the top, which is okay. He's a GOAT. He's a G. Sleepy for president, as we all say. My top artists: Sleepy Hollow, that Mexican OT, Action Bronson, AJE, Metro Boomin. I cannot say the last part of AJE, but I advise you all to go listen to him, check him out. As you see the top songs there, You Still There, Winter Fling. That is my boy from back home. Songs, gas.
Free promotion, y'all.
Free promotion.
Free promotion.
Listen
Ring
to
that
him.
up. Ring that up.
As you know, 62,472 minutes listened. I think out of these, you can take out $1 Million Baby, but everything else, fire. All the playlists, all the artists, fire. Next.
It's $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
Tommy Richmond, he fired too.
Yeah.
All right, so this is my playlist. And I'm gonna tell you,
26,000.
Yo,
You don't listen to music?
Hey, music is bad. Hold on, wait.
Nah, listen, I do be listening to music, but this year I don't know. Like I've been on the phone a lot, but not listening to music. As y'all see with my top artists, y'all see Kanye West, y'all see Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Jermaine Cole.
Okay.
Ain't got Drake.
Hold on, question. How can you have Kendrick Lamar number 3 and not like us as number 1? What's going on here?
Okay,
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Let me tell you something, because Kanye, listen, I don't agree with Kanye and what he does.
See, I can't be mad at you because when you see my list, you'll see why. Go ahead.
I don't agree with Kanye and what he does, but his music.
We talking about before his mama died.
We talking
about before his mama died.
No, listen, even after, because listen, because some of his songs, like after the fact, is like, yo,
He
Questionable.
tried to find
Questionable?
Jesus. He tried to
Kanye.
find Jesus for a little bit. He failed, but you know.
But his music before,
more like Lucifer
like, yo, put the camera on me for a second. Put the camera on me for a second. His music before, I'm talking College Dropout. I'm talking Late Registration. I'm talking Graduation.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and I'm talking
Thank
808s.
you.
I'm talking 808s too.
Okay.
Like the album he came out with right after she passed,
So
Donda passed.
Are you saying we all have to go through like
Yo,
a bad breakup to get like?
Kanye was him. Kanye was
Yo.
him. But yo,
All right, on to the next. On to the
no,
next.
Kendrick Lamar too. He been doing his big one. That's why Not Like Us is number one.
Wait,
Not Like Us.
wait. Drake or Kendrick? Just say a name and that's it.
Kendrick all day.
Kendrick.
And that's why King
Kendrick,
Kunta's up there
Kendrick,
too.
Kendrick.
Go to the next one.
Next. This is mine. This is mine.
Yo,
All right.
Kanye.
All right. Kanye West, Meek Mills, Drake,
That 13,000
Lil
is
Wayne,
crazy.
Can we talk about Jonas Brothers?
Jonas Brothers.
Tony. Yo, how the Jonas was number 5, dude?
This man.
Let me say something. I am man enough.
Defend
I
yourself.
am, put it on me.
Defend
I
yourself.
am man
Defend yourself.
enough to say I fuck with, excuse me, I appreciate the Jonas Brothers. I got too excited. My fault. But, all right.
No, we're gonna forget you and the Jonas Brothers. We're gonna move on to underrated. No,
Why
our
you
top
gonna-
movies.
you gonna
Sorry,
cut me off like
we're
that?
gonna cut you off. We're gonna cut you off and go into our top movies. Now, what are your top movies? Top 3 movies. Just spit them out.
Top 3 movies?
Yes. Spit 'em
Okay,
out.
so
Avengers Endgame, Jason Bourne,
okay, Jason Bourne's a good one.
and Scream 1.
Scream 1, the OG one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for me, easily. Well, let me just first say Avengers Endgame. That's up there. Scream 1. That's a classic. That's a cult classic right there. I ain't gonna lie. Jason Bourne. I haven't watched Jason Bourne like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude.
It's okay.
I watched Mission Impossible though. Does it count?
Jason Bourne is better.
That time.
Jason Bourne is better.
Than Mission Impossible.
Yes. I preach it.
My list.
I preach it.
Why is Jason Bourne better?
For me, I feel like one, if you look at all the Mission Impossible movies, they're pretty much all the damn same. They are all the same. If you put it out like story, plot, you can tell from beginning to end where it ends at. The majority of the time people go see Mission Impossible because they like seeing fucking, what's his name? Tom Cruise, whatever his name is. Yeah, I'm sorry for cussing, but
Continue your top 3 movie list.
Okay, my top 3. So as a kid, I grew up. It was the first ever movie I went to the movie theaters and saw was Transformers 1, and that has been that's been in my top 3 forever. That's literally my favorite movie right there.
Transformers
No,
1.
you're not allowed to speak. Continue.
I have a poster.
Okay,
I have a poster back in my room that I got. It was like painted on the day I went to go see Transformers 1, and that has been my movie. I realized they actually put it on Netflix. I'm gonna watch that.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, so another in my top
I'm surprised
3,
you could afford a Netflix.
and it's actually a movie that I'm gonna bring
Talking
up
to you
later
now, serious, not
on.
him.
But Baby Driver, that's in my top 3. Excellent.
Baby
movie.
Driver?
Baby Driver.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
That's in your top 3.
Yes.
Why? Explain the common sense that I feel
We
like
gonna
is
get to
alluding
that.
your
We gonna
brain
get to that.
for
And
Baby
also I got
Driver.
the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's in my
Okay,
top
I
3.
respect Transformers 1. I respect Dark Knight. Baby Driver.
So reason why Baby Driver is such a good movie to me, because it's just like, yo, the story is so compelling. And did you see that getaway scene?
I've seen Baby Driver, yes.
Okay. How do you feel about Baby Driver?
It's just a bootleg Fast and Furious to me.
All right, so my
What's
top 3
bootleg
movies.
about it?
It
is not like Fast and Furious.
I don't think we're gonna call this man driving a 2008 Subaru WRX.
Of course he knows the cars, y'all.
Around.
Of course he knows the car.
I got your car, y'all. Let me talk. All right.
Let's speak.
Now, my top 3 movies. my top 3 movies. I had to bring out my phone because I have a whole.
He has bad memory.
I just watched.
He has
so
bad
many, as
memory.
you can
Nah,
see.
he has bad memory. Don't let him lie to you.
We're gonna have a conversation after the show. But my top three is Knock at the Cabin. That's the top. One of the top.
That's a horror movie.
That's a horror movie.
It's like thriller with Bautista.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That one, you guys should watch that. That had me sitting there like, dang, like imagine this was all really happening. Like it ties to like biblical things, but like it ties in really well to like reality.
I heard Bautista got really he got range. Like he could really act like.
But Bautista, he can act. People may know him
I
to
like
just throw body.
I like how you say a Bautista. Like
Is Bautista?
No, I know that's his real name, but I'm just saying Bautista because I watch wrestling. And I grew up with him as a wrestler. I'm not this new generation.
WWE
I'm not this
debate,
new generation
right?
that only knows him as an actor. I knew him when he was in his prime.
Let's not shoot the young generation now in the foot. All right. What's your second?
It's very hard because almost any Quentin Tarantino movie.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Okay.
Inglourious, Kill Bill,
Kill Bill is on my top 10 list.
Inglourious, I will sit down and watch that anytime, any night, like any day, anywhere. And the last one, I'm gonna go in here.
Oh God, here we go. It's about to be atrocious.
Atrocious.
It's about to be atrocious.
This is a classic, cult classic, Bullet with Steve McQueen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I retract my previous statement.
Fun fact
I
about
retract
that
my
movie,
previous statement.
Fun fact about
You got
that
a good
movie,
list.
Fun fact
Got
about
a
that
good
movie
list.
is the car scene, the car chase scene. It filmed in like the streets, like, going up and down the hills, hitting stuff and whatnot. None of that planned. None of that was like licensed. They just put a camera out on the road and just threw it.
They was
Just
like, let's do this. Let's just do this. Let's do this.
I'm gonna hand it off to you. Let you take us out.
All right, so that was interesting. Very interesting conversation.
Sure, interesting.
When we come back, we're going to get onto the ongoing argument. Star Wars. Who is better, the Jedi or the Sith?
I'm your father.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Back. Let's talk about
He
it.
was doing the Darth Vader theme.
Horrible. But let's talk about it. Who really should have won that, Jedi or Sith?
What do you mean?
Should Palpatine, here in my experience, this is my.
Are
this
you
is-
are you referencing Revenge of the Sith right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Let him finish his whole because
Right.
Because
There's
saying, like,
the-
none of them lost.
I know the Jedi lost. I'm an avid Star Wars fan. Thank you very much.
The Jedi did lose.
The Jedi did lose.
I'm just saying.
But in my opinion, I feel like it shouldn't have been as much swept as it was, if that makes sense.
Are you trying to say like Order 66?
Yeah,
it shouldn't have been a clean sweep.
It shouldn't have been a clean sweep because if you're in particular what most people who don't know Star Wars lore, the Jedi Temple of Coruscant has been attacked more than once. So there should have been contingency plans. And for as old as Yoda is,
he didn't know Order 66 existed.
He felt that. He said, big enemy down, big enemy down.
He felt Order 66 coming into commence, but yes, but he was. How was he able to tell everybody else?
But it's not even. It's not even about Order 66 in particular. It's for me, the younglings in particular. Because if you're dealing,
what are we gonna do?
That hurt my soul, bruh.
They was looking to Anakin for help.
Anakin,
like,
what are we gonna do?
They were looking to Anakin for help. They were like Anakin, like they were like.
Son, you're gonna make me cry on live TV.
They
all
was
right, let's
they
not.
was like Master Skywalker. What are we gonna do?
Tears and knives.
But back to the point I was saying, if you're when you have Jedi younglings who are not prepared for war. And at that point in time during Revenge of the Sith, the war was escalating. It was getting to the climax point, and they could feel it because they were losing Jedi left and right. Would you not evacuate the younger generation of your order?
You can't do that. You can't.
Why not?
Because it's the training temple. You know what I'm saying? Like that's specifically for that thing. Because if you think about if you've watched the Clone Wars, or we probably have.
I have.
There's a canon where they all go on the trip to get their kyber crystals or whatever, and then within that canon, they're like this last group that's left within Order 66. This last group of children Jedi, whatever it's called, younglings. I feel as though there's nothing they could have done for the Anakin save us kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't agree. And I don't agree for more than one reason. One, they knew the dark side wasn't closing on them. They knew, even if it wasn't per se Sith, they knew something was coming. There's no way you're going to, the way the war escalating, Jedi dying left and right, there's no way that you can't anticipate at least saving the next generation of your order. Because what most people don't know is not everybody becomes Jedi. You have your agricultural planets and the people who for those who know Star Wars lore, Master Faye, who ended up joining a Force Nexus on the planet, and that was during the time of the Clone Wars. So
I feel like I think what sums that all up and why they probably lost and why it's so easy is because the simple mindset right here. An informed minority is always going to beat an uninformed majority.
Agreed.
Always.
Agreed.
100% of the time.
Agreed.
Palpatine was the minority inside the whole temple, inside the chambers and stuff like that. You had Sifo Dyas. He was the minority, the informed minority. He built he worked with the Kaminoans to make the clones. No one knew about that because he was the minority that only knew, and the majority didn't know nothing. And then when the minority finally released what they knew, what they wanted, majority can do nothing.
True. I have another question.
So overall, we blame Dooku on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next thing?
Should Padme Amidala really have died? Should she have died? Did she deserve to die? The way she did she deserve to die?
But didn't she? I feel like she died. She died of a broken heart.
Yeah, I feel like the whole thing was that the heartbreak of seeing Anakin turn to the dark side was so devastating that she just couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for her, you gotta understand, Padme knew Anakin since he was young, since he was a kid. So it's like she basically seen him.
No one clocked that.
She's
Nothing.
Oh. She's seen him grow up, not in I don't want to say in her vision, but in expectations, thinking you're gonna be the chosen one, you're gonna be this, basically what Obi-Wan was saying, you're gonna beat the Sith.
But let me ask this.
And here he comes joining it, and then
let me ask this, right? Was she looking at him as the chosen one, or was she looking at him as the love of her life?
I think it was a mixture of both.
But is it one of the same?
I think he was a little too young for her.
is it one and the same though?
He was too young for her.
He was, but you know what?
Like,
We're
he
not getting
was-
into that conversation
he
right
was
now,
too young for
right? But what it was? Is it one and
But
the
Anakin
same?
was just
though?
smooth like that. He was smooth.
Right.
He was
I mean,
smooth. He was
Anakin-
smooth like
but
that.
man,
Hold on.
Anakin's living the dream.
What's the kid? He had the who's the Rizzler? He had the Rizzler Riz.
Anakin was smooth like that. I don't know.
All right,
I don't know.
So, and here's my, again, was it really the chosen one she was expecting?
I think it
or
was
was it the love of her life? Because you have to separate the two.
I think it was
and I think it,
I think he's trying to call Padme a gold digger right now.
Yo!
Think about it. Think about it.
I'm not.
Is it because she loved him, or is it because he was the one?
But I
Right,
think it was a
like-
mixture of both. I see where you're saying like it's the love of her life. And yes, Anakin was Padme's it was like they were soulmates. But it's like I feel like the mixture of both is what really devastated her and led to her
Her
passing.
death.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
There's two parts to this. I feel as though I feel like we're missing one part of this, but I do think that she died solely because her heart was broken. She was not. She was blinded by what was happening around her, and which she didn't know. It was not her fault.
Right.
Anakin changed and then turned on
But
her by the
I don't
end.
even think.
But wait.
Go ahead.
I think we're forgetting somebody in all this whole mix.
Who?
Obi-Wan?
No.
Who?
I think we're forgetting Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, that's a take.
Hold on.
That's a take.
Because he was told this was not a good idea, Qui-Gon. Like, this is not smart. He's too old to be trained. He's too attached to his mother to be trained. He's too this, he's too that. But Qui-Gon Jinn wanted to be like, dang, he got all these metachlorians in his blood. Let's.
Well, but let me ask you: was it really Qui-Gon Jinn putting all this hope on one child?
Yeah.
Or was he hoping that after almost how long of stagnation, that the child would leave the Jedi Order to adapt and evolve?
I think, but I think that just ties into.
But that's the question, though. It's a lot of the things that were wrong with the Jedi, or particularly Jedi Order leadership, was the stagnation of their mindsets. They forgot that they were emotional human beings because of the rhetoric that they were raised. A lot of them were raised in the temple.
That's true.
Where the temple is all their life.
That's how you train a soldier.
Right. But is it a soldier of the present times, or was it the soldier you're training with past?
So, are you training? So what you're saying is, are they training New Age humans or New Age soldiers with the trainings of Old Republic ways?
Right. Old Jedi ways. To be specific, because you also have to realize that the old Jedi understood emotions. The old Jedi's understood that emotions were part of the whole, and it wasn't until they joined the Republic, because remember the Jedi were separate from the Republic.
But that digs deeper into something that really was touched in the movies and what turned Sifo Dyas, and that was because Jedi weren't peacemakers anymore. Jedi were not peacemakers. The point of Jedi was supposed to be by themselves, independent, and going out anywhere, separatist, Republic, anywhere, Kashyyyk, Mustafar, whatever, and be the peacemaker for whatever conflict's going on. But as soon as they joined the Republic, that's when everyone's eyes were like, you're picking sides. You're not neutral anymore.
Right.
You're not neutral at all.
In my opinion, I think what really failed Anakin wasn't the love of Padme. I don't even think Obi-Wan failed Anakin, in a sense, because Obi-Wan grew up in the Jedi rhetoric. He grew up in the Jedi bylaws and the way of life. Anakin did not. Anakin was a slave. People forget that. And he was on Tatooine in the huts on top of that, right? That don't go away just because you get to leave.
But that's why they didn't want him.
Right, but then again, you brought up the point of Qui-Gon Jinn, where he kept pushing. But was he really pushing because of the Chosen One prophecy, or was he really pushing because he started to realize that the stagnation of the Jedi Order was doing more harm than good?
I think.
And maybe Anakin was the key to changing.
Can I just? Oh, go.
I see where he's coming from because it's like, Anakin, like, even though he was a kid, even though he was a slave on Tatooine, and he was poor, he was remarkably gifted in the ways of the Force. He was remarkably gifted, and even after his body got burnt, and a lot of people don't notice when it comes to Star Wars, Darth Vader's suit is not made to be this war machine of a suit. It was made to torture Anakin. It was made for him to suffer. It was made...
With Force lightning, to be specific.
It was made... That too. Meaning Palpatine could have fried him at any given moment.
And did so.
All
right, but you're not wrong.
I wasn't done with saying... Well, my point. My point is that beyond all of that, Anakin's, his rage, his soul, his willpower kept him alive.
True.
Which Qui-Gon Jinn probably knew that in a sense, knew something like that could happen, which did lead the way for people like Luke, people like
Ben,
Leia, Han.
All right. All right, before we get more into this conversation and we see Nasir's bad lightsaber skills, we're going to have to take a break. Unfortunately, he can never win. He knows that the sneak attack is his only way of life. When we come back, we're going to see which food is gas or trash.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
Excuse me, 84. Yarl told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly...
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
no.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew, news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
I don't know the words.
And we are back from break. Now it's time for gas or trash. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, we don't want to deal with your trash, Jaden. We always know you choose bad food options. It's cool.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
All right. Gas or trash?
Basura or
Pineapple
petrol.
pizza.
Where are you from again?
Right. Why is this even a conversation we're bringing up? Why are we even this conversation we're bringing up here?
Do you happily put pineapple on your pizza?
All right. All right. Time for me to talk. All right. So let me tell you about pineapple pizza. Okay.
I told you he was coming with trash.
When it comes
Put the camera on me. Put the camera on. I told you he was coming with trash. I said it.
You can't have pineapple pizza by itself, but if you put like bacon on it, or you put like something like sausage on it.
I want to say a word.
And also, if you put barbecue sauce instead of tomato sauce on pineapple pizza, that's.
Put the camera on me again.
Is it pizza?
Put the camera on me again. That is the most disgusting thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
Wait, hold on. There's another question there. There's a question there though. What what makes a pizza the pizza? Like, if you take the sauce
All
out,
right,
you
listen,
take it out
it's
of
a
the
pizza.
pizza. Or you
It's
take
a
it
pizza. It's a pizza. But you know what? Since y'all want to sit there, y'all disagree, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Basura.
Basura. Like, goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Gas or trash, bury your tacos.
Gas. Straight gas.
Yes.
Hold on, camera on me, camera, forget him.
Yes.
Senor Taco, Mr. Taco, back home from, she knows my order. I go in there, I get 4 birria tacos. Sorry, quesadilla. I go in there, she knows my order by heart. I don't say nothing, I just walk up, I'm like, she's like, do you want 3 or 4? I'm like, do I feel fat? Do I want to not feel? 4. Always, with the large horchata. She knows my order by heart.
Don't listen. Don't listen to Jaden at all. He's not part of this conversation.
Put the camera back on me. Put the camera back on me.
What you got? What you got?
It's overrated.
Wait.
Put it on me. Put it on. What?
Wait.
hold
I can fend for it. I can fend for it because I was fending hard for beer. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you go to places and they're like, oh, I got it. I got the birria and I got the consommé. No, you don't. You just gave me a tray of oil. You gave me a cup of oil.
See, that comes down to, as we, in my homeland, like to call it, be careful of who you get your plates from. You don't eat at everybody's table. All right? Maybe the birria that you be eating be overrated, but I know if it comes from my abuela, I'm eating good. All right?
All I know is whatever restaurant I'm walking into has to be a little crummy looking. Like, I don't care.
It can't be pristine.
The menus have to be a little faded.
Yeah,
the open sign has to be flashing, like not even like working properly. It has to be flickering a bit. The ATM has to be in a different language. Like,
there has to be. Put it on me.
If I'm not standing in the way for you to come out to serve the customers in the outside in the dining area, I don't want it. If I'm not standing in your way,
put it on me.
You have everything to organize. Like if your food.
Hold on, put it on me. Put it on me. Just one thing. Seasoning.
Take it off him.
Seasoning. That's all I'm saying. They just bad. Seasoning. All right, next one.
All right, next one.
Next one.
Mint chocolate chip.
Trash.
Chocolate ice cream.
Trash.
Ooh.
Trash.
Why are you saying trash so much?
Trash. Personally, I don't feel like milk belongs in ice cream. That's just me. I don't feel like it needs to be an ice cream. I feel like if I'm getting the same thing, I'm getting it from gum from my ice cream. It makes no sense. Like honestly, my breath does not need to be.
What ice cream you eat make you think of gum?
If I get a flavor that I get from gum from ice cream, it doesn't need to be there. Next.
What? Wait.
Next.
That was a poor
All right. Mashed potatoes.
Where do you? Let's start with you. Where do you stand on mashed potatoes?
Gas.
Why? Because they don't taste like mint?
You got jokes. Nah,
where do you stand on mashed potatoes?
They're poor man's struggle meal at times. That's why.
Mashed potatoes are gas. Some people don't know how to make mashed potatoes right, low key.
How can you mess up mashed potatoes?
Bro.
How can you mess up mashed potatoes?
Hold on.
Explain this to me.
The point of mashed potatoes are supposed to be mashed. It's either going to have pieces of skin in it, fine. But if I'm biting down on chunks, look at me. If I'm biting on chunks this big, there's a problem there.
I can't.
Invite me over. I got good garlic mashed potatoes, creamy, nice, soft, smooth, light, airy. That's how it should be.
All right,
I don't need no
thank you, sir.
chunks in my mashed potatoes.
At the end of the day, if you mess up mashed potatoes, stay out the kitchen. That's just my personal opinion.
Can you make mashed potatoes?
Yes, I can.
How do you make your mashed potatoes? Sorry, go.
Go get it.
Okay, so mashed potatoes, gas or trash? Let me tell you what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. He's about to say basura.
Right. I swear.
Okay.
It's going straight in the trash.
¿Por qué, por favor? Why?
It's going straight in the trash. Mashed potatoes are disgusting.
Why?
Y'all hear me?
Why?
Mashed potatoes are disgusting.
Don't listen to him. Do not listen. You hear me? Do not listen to this man. He's bugging. He's bugging. This is why he can't have good Thanksgiving dinners. Because he's missing a key ingredient. He's bugging. He's bugging. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, I do thank y'all for watching The Outsiders. I'm Malik
Disgusting.
Still.
Remember that.
Insane of a man who can't understand that mashed potatoes keys to everything is Jaden Jiggets, and this man is Nasir.
I need
Well,
everyone
thank you
to
for coming
know
from The
mashed
Outsiders.
potatoes
Have
are
a good
gas.
night.
It's disgusting. Y'all
He
be
lied to y'all.
Stop.
He lied to
talking.
y'all.
Stop it.
Goodbye.
Stop talking. Mashed
Goodbye.
potatoes. No.
That's disgusting.
Jaden, stop talking.
Bye.
Stop it.
Bye.